Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 108. 108.
108. We don't have a Filip.
We don't have a Filip here.
He's about this high, if you've seen him. Long hair like mine, slightly darker.
And yes, Filip is not here. He is doing a special thing at the lacrosse championship.
He wanted to travel and he just wants to stop.
Yes, I'm traveling. So, yeah, I got Lon here now, and I'm in Filip's spot. So I get to be good old big. Okay, I can't live up to his height. Literally.
Not only are we no Filip here, we're also not at Filip's.
Yes, we're at our local card shop.
This is where we recorded the opening video, and now we are recording V-Time here.
And might have a little bit better image quality, depending, because I got to use a better lens. Regardless, we got a fun-packed episode. Talking about some interesting stuff that got revealed about Lyrical Monasterio and some other stuff. So let's get started. If you're interested in picking cards from TCG Player, then use our affiliate link down below.
Purchases through this link help support the channel so that we can bring you more great content. That's what we're full of.
With that scripted part out of the way, let's get into this week's leaks. I'm going to bring this a bit in closer. All right, so starting off with some Brandgate leaks.
Oh boy, these leaks are phenomenal.
And since this is mostly for your stuff, I'm gonna let you cover this.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Dark State leaks. I'm gonna let you cover this one because you play us also.
Well, when Vanguard wants to give us an edgelord, they go far out of their way to give us the edgiest of lords. I mean, look how many edges he has on this body.
This is super edgy.
He's knives all over him, and he's little spikes poking out. That's gotta hurt.
Like it's literally edgy. Like there's
his hair's even edgy. His hair's made of blades. Like
it's Cleave Muddler.
Yes, Cleave Muddler. He gets auto rearguard circle. When this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is Master of Gravity Barrel Magnus, discard a card from your hand. This unit gets plus 5,000 until the end of that battle, and if your soul has 10 or more cards, countercharge one. Love the countercharge. I've not been the biggest fan of the discard yet, but hopefully with more leaks, we get more benefits for discarding.
There's an order card we're going to talk about after this. It also discards a card, and there's more discard. I have a feeling there's going to be some interesting plus engine in this eventually, in the triple wrist slot.
Despite him being an edgelord, I love the art colors. Like Barrel Magnus looks pretty. This looks pretty. This next card looks beautiful too because those colors are really bright and vibrant. And this is a rare. I hope it becomes a holo in its set because that would be beautiful.
Oh, yes.
This order is a grade 3 order. Abnormality Extraction. Cost is to counterblast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Soul charge 3. Then if your soul has 10 or more cards, choose a card from your soul and put that card into your hand. It is a May. You don't have to. So if that gets you to 15, you don't have to go back down to 14, which is important. I like, because Bruce already had this effect with their little Steam Dragon, the grade 1. They could choose cards in their soul to put in their hand to like, oh, I'm just going to keep Persona riding. This gives us a chance to get our PGs back, maybe Persona ride, mostly PGs back, because Barrel Magnus needs to protect just to swing again on the next turn. I was kind of against this at first, but the more I kind of deliberated, and if you listen to a certain podcast, you'll hear more of my opinion on that, of how like in real time I realized how good this actually is, because the other grade 3 order the deck currently has is the Crawl You Insects. They both technically this one replaces the cost for discard by getting one back in to your hand, and it also soul charges you, which isn't terrible, so it helps you filter a little. The other one would draw a card and a counterblast. They both counterblast. It's just, do you want to draw, discard, and filter? And I think I'd prefer the filter, honestly.
In short, I like the fact that you can grab pieces that you need to keep you going further and further.
Correct.
And it still charges more. And with that leak, we're going to move on. We got some... Oh, these are promos. We'll talk about this later. Next up, here we go. Magnolia Leaks. So, we got a new grade 3. It's Sylvan Horn Beast Laeta. It's fancy grade 3 giraffe. It's a grade 3.
That's a giraffe? That's an elephant.
Elephant giraffe.
It's late.
It's late. Auto rearguard when this unit attacks. If 2 or more units are in the front of this unit, it gets power plus 5 until the end of battle. And then if there are 3 or more, you soul charge 1.
So
finally get the soul charge that you've been missing, but you have to make sure there's a column directly in front of your opponent. And if
it's a good matchup, so it works. You know, you face the the other Brent Gate. They have full columns all the time due to their shadow tokens. And you want this in the back row swinging, so it's easy to get to 3
and the best
certain matchups.
And the best part is this don't have to be in the back row, which a lot of key units want to be.
Yes.
Next one we have is Sylvan Horn Beast Bibar. Act rear guard cost. Soul Blast when retire this unit. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card from among them. Call it to a back row rear guard and discard the rest. If you that called unit cannot be moved to another rear guard this turn. So basically, if you're using your ride line and you somehow magically see this, you can sack it to get something better. You're probably never going to be ran. It's honestly bad outside otherwise.
Yeah, it's that last bit of restriction right on the end of it made it go from pretty okay to ugh.
Yeah, because if you can't make a thing attack from the back row, it's just a dead card in the back row. So
yeah,
you're probably never going to see that one. Well, yeah, that. We'll talk about those in a bit. Moving on. Orphis Leaks. I'll let you cover.
Orphis Leaks. I didn't actually read these much, so I'm going to read them first time, but I'm starting to play Orphis myself, so...
These are really good.
They look it. We have a grade 1 called Cardinal Noid Thumborino.
Yeah.
It has auto rearguard circle. When this unit boosts a Shadow Army token, you may have this unit get plus 15 until end of turn. If you do, at the end of the battle, retire all of your rear guards in the same column as this unit and draw a card. I like this one a lot. I've been briefly playing Orphis, but the number one problem I've seen in the deck is you keep cards in your hand a lot. There's no need to call down units over tokens because sometimes your tokens are better than your normal units. Like your grade 3 that attacks columns is weaker than just a regular 15k. That extra 2,000 is key sometimes.
So the fun part about this is it gains 15. It doesn't become 15. So this makes a 38 column alone. And then on top of that, if at the end of the battle, you're going to sack the token that boosts with it and draw a card. So you're going to replace itself.
Correct. It replaces itself. You don't feel like you have to waste turns where you don't counterblast to make more tokens because not every player hits your tokens. It's different matchups do different things to your board.
Do keep in mind, this is a mandatory effect.
Yes.
So
looks beautiful, though.
And
Waifu material.
Next, you got the triple rare of the set.
Oh, yeah. He looks pretty edgy. Cardinal Draco Alvagerd. During your turn, rearguard circle effect. If your world is Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 2,000. And if it's Abyssal Dark Knight, instead it gets plus 5,000. So it becomes 15k swinger, just like the vanilla grade 2 that came with in the set. Rearguard circle, auto skill. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Cost, retire a Shadow Army token. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. Very, very nice.
Yeah, it doesn't have to hit. All you gotta do is retire a shadow target. It doesn't have to be the one in the same column. It can be any shadow target. So you can hit the one behind a Vanguard or something.
Like, yeah, if you didn't boost with the countercharge unit that turn, you like, I just put a token back here and it's gone. And we don't have to feel like we're... Because in the deck, when I've been playing, you have turns where you don't need to make tokens. This gives you more reason to actually use your counterblast and make tokens just to get more good effects off like this. Like drawing cards, retiring, it's very, very nice.
And it's good that they're not using your counterblast because you use a lot of it.
Correct. Retiring is very nice.
Oh, I'm going to cover this for Filip since he's not here.
Bay.
So we got the Bruce double rare and triple rare of the set. First one is a grade 1, Diabolus Madonna Mabel. Auto, rearguard. When this unit boosts a Vanguard, if your final rush cost counterblast 1, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets triple drive until the end of turn.
Triple drive.
Simple, straightforward. First turn, it evens out. Next turn after that, it just keeps blasting you.
Correct, because triple drive is triple drive.
And they don't counterblast that much in the deck, so counterblast is good. You want to see even better? The triple rare.
Oh, this one's nuts. I watched y'all do this one on the video.
He misplayed it a bit.
But yeah, he did on the first one. But we all understood where it could have gone.
But this is Diabolus Jetbacker Leonard. Continuous. If you are in final rush, each unit gets power plus 5, and when attack, it battles all of your opponent's units in the same column as it. So it can hit the back row 2. Auto rearguard. When this unit attack hits, soul charge 1. Choose one. If your Vanguard is Bruce, choose up to 1 card from your soul and call it to an open rearguard.
Very, very nice. Because you get to... on hit is important when you're attacking an entire column because they're not going to guard both units. Some things just have to die. That's life.
Yes. So you're going to get something to an open rearguard, so you don't have to call many cards from your hand. Yeah, so you get to hold your hand.
This thing's awesome.
Exactly.
We can't do Filip justice because I know Filip says there's You can get more than 5 attacks with this card.
Oh, Phil will probably go for days talking about how good this is.
Correct.
Amazing.
I'm glad I don't know it because I can't enlighten it for him, but
Exactly.
he'll do explaining for us later.
Watch him just have a segment of his own just commentating about it.
Here's how you do it.
Moving on. Oh, we finally got a promo for Stoicheia, Connection, Ivy, and
Nile.
Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard, Soul Blast 2, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 card with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it to rear guard, discard the rest.
It's not bad, but you definitely have better.
It is better. Here we go. More Orphis cards.
Yes.
That Philip wish he saw in recording.
Cardinal Fang Merisma is a grade 2 unit. Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard circle, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 world card from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Very important, because you only get, in the regular ride line, you only get the 1 search, and you have to kind of just draw the rest. This one is like, you can keep risk, because you want the duality of playing the deck, you want to discard the orders, because they don't have shield to get your ride line going, but then after that, you wish you didn't. This helps fix that.
Yes.
I think it's really nice.
You know what's even better?
Orders.
More orders. More new world orders.
This is it's a common. I hope it gets hollowed because that's going to look beautiful as a hollow.
Oh my god, it's going to look so
that
nice.
crimson pinkish red. It's chef's kiss. Eroding Moonlight. It's a grade 2 order. Play this with cost Counterblast 1. When this card is put into your order zone, call a Shadow Army token to rear guard. In continuous order zone, it's the
same effects as the other
correct.
world
It's
orders.
a world order.
The important part is no restrictions. You counterblast 1, you place it, you get a Shadow Army token.
Correct. So
This
for
card-
1 counterblast, you make 1 army token.
This could have been a rare or higher.
This could have been a rare, but they made it a common, which gives me very high hopes for what is to come for more. Because that's really good.
It is really good.
Like, there's a rush mode now for this deck with tokens.
Because you can put that grade
1 right behind it.
It's 38 column at grade 2 and your opponent's grade 1.
And you get a free draw.
Yeah.
And it replaced itself by making a token on your board.
Or you could put the counter charger behind it and just make it for a free cost. So
Correct. Like all free. Free. I've noticed that while playing the deck is you don't want to put the grade 1 that countercharges out too early because you don't counterblast till you're at grade 3. This gives you more reason to run it.
Yes.
Faster.
Moving on. We got Eugene support. Why bless you?
It's a dinosaur.
Why bless you? Anyways, so we got a new grade 2 Strong Fortress Dragon Jabrachio, that thing.
The Brachiosaurus.
Act rearguard. If your Vanguard is Eugene, cost Soul Blast 1, rest this unit, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. Auto rearguard. At the start of your battle phase, if your opponent has 1 or less rearguards, stay in this unit and it gets power +5.
I think that's pretty good.
It's decent,
Like,
but it needs more.
sorry, it's good for Eugene because currently, you need to rest units to get the blowy up effects. This
Yes.
kind of gets a restand and buff, which, if this alludes to anything, we're going to get more restanding for Eugene. Which, if it does, boy howdy.
The merit to this is that usually you always want to use the grade 1s in Eugene because they're going to die. You want them to die because they're going to stay rested. Now you have a target to rest with Eugene because you can have these in the front row, rest them, and then use Eugene's effects to fill up your back row. And then when it comes to your battle phase, you can restand them again like you didn't use them. So
Correct. It helps stuff not stink as less in Eugene.
yes. Moving on, we got another grade 1 Stealth Dragon Kizarage.
Reiji.
That. Act, rearguard. Once per turn, cost, counterblast 1, soul blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the same column as this unit and retire it.
Little picky. Wish it wasn't as picky because when you're using Eugene's skill to call stuff off the top, it's cool that this will have an effect as soon as it's placed off of Eugene's skill. But if you just, things just don't work out, it's kind of weird.
It's a common for a reason. The merit to this card is it's an act and not an on place, so you can keep doing this again over and over and over again.
True.
And that's it for this week's leaks. Pretty short and simple. Hopefully, I think Tuesday, we are supposed to be seeing details about Magnolia and Seraph Snow. We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
But Tuesday, we're going to be seeing stuff for Seraph Snow and Magnolia, which me and him are obviously both excited about, and probably be seeing us both play these cards.
Yes, you will.
But if you're interested in getting any of the cards, any of the clans that we just covered in this, go check out Triple Steve TCG. Links in the description down below.
They got great deals on cases, boxes, and even clan play sets. So make sure you check out their website.
And with that, we're going to go on to information leaks. Not, things about sets.
Vagueness.
And with that, let's talk about a mini product stream they pretty much dropped on us. We saw some arts for information regarding the English Special Edition V-Series set, and it's going to be a reprint set. We're getting cards like Helios, Denial Griffin, Gear Groovy, some stand triggers, some G guards that we didn't, that are much needed in this format.
In the shell nut, it says, have you just got into Vanguard for the first time and you don't want to play our premium sets because you don't have the legacy to play it? Well, here it is, all reprinted fresh for you. Play it now, it's cheap. You can play the best stuff for very little money.
Exactly. I'm going to rush through these. There's a little pop-up here. I'm not going to cover all these because there's going to be a lot, but
for time's sake, I won't cover as much because I'm very wordy.
So I'm going to just let you put these here in front of us. These are all the confirmed reprints in this set, some stuff that we've been missing. And then moving on past that, we got to see the trailer for set 2, and we got some interesting information.
Yes.
We got to see the grades for some of the main units. Obviously, we know that the Bruce's Triple Rare is a grade 2. Obviously, Bastion's is going to be a grade 3, but Elga is a grade 2.
Yes, that threw a lot of us off. We assumed it'd be another grade 3. But I'm a little surprised, but not surprised. I kind of like that it's a grade 2 because it's going to have more variety on that point, because the grade 3 feels like that's currently out is kind of a...
It's the finisher.
It's a finisher because of its effect, and it gets power based on that. Like, you don't want to put another grade 3 on that because it feels like if it'd have to say the same thing almost, and just slightly different. And I feel robbed. This feels like it could be its whole own unique thing. And I think that has a high ceiling and great potential.
We'll see what happens when we get there. Next, we got some arts for Monster Strike. So we got the main units from the set and everything. So again, we're going to fly through these because we're probably never going to get these in English, but
they look pretty.
They look very pretty. So I'll let these fly through. You can see the arts for all these and their names.
And that one's cool.
Yeah. The art looks really nice.
They look really nice.
Next. So quickly jumping into another one. We got information from the V clan selection. And with that, we get all new heal effect triggers. And oh boy, I didn't see this one coming. So these are Heal Guardians. What are they? They are grade 3 heal triggers.
Yep.
That have an effects depending on what you do. What are these effects, you might say? Well, let's talk about it. First off, if you are not rating grade 3 for that whole battle, you get one of all effects. If it's placed on guard circle, you either plus 10,000 to your Vanguard for the end of that turn, or you minus 2 critical your opponent's Vanguard for that battle.
Big deal. Very big deal.
And then it has an ability on place. If you have 0 damage and it's placed on rear guard, you can deal yourself a damage. Or put a card in a damage, and I can't remember which one it is.
Which is actually kind of helpful sometimes.
I mean, in premium, people like damage and you, so now you can't damage and people.
Yeah, I'm not a part of that premium whole thing, so good luck to you guys dealing with that, because that seems pretty busted.
Also, it is a 15k shield, not a 20k shield.
But hey, man, it's a grade 3, so you know.
There's going to be also got some the reprints for the clan selection. I'll pop these up. This is the first page.
Ooh, look at all those grade 1s.
So this is Royals, OTT, Genesis, and Kagero. Next one up is Murakumo, Narukami, D-Police, and Spike Brothers. Next one up, Angel Feather, Shadows, Golds, and Nubatama.
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
Gears, Grand Blue, Great Nature, Neo Nectar. And then lastly, we have Tachikaze, Nova Grappler, Link Joker, and Dark Regulars.
Dark Irregulars. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you're trying to find bugs?
Yeah. The bugs.
I think it's in set 2. This is just for the first
one.
Yeah,
you know.
That's fine.
I get it. I'm a bug player. I understand. You know, we get all the hate. No love.
I mean, it is, the fact that it's a cover card makes you concerned. It didn't show the reprints for that. But that's the news for that. Last bit of news. We got to hear about Lyrical Monasterio, and oh boy,
Everyone's losing their minds.
it's not what we expected. Obviously, you know, we got they're based on the races, not the Bermudas.
Yes, their species, they're not just a bunch of mermaids now.
I think
different things.
I don't know if we covered this yet or not in the thing. I want to say we have.
We've covered it in the
Podcast.
That's about it.
Okay.
So we get to say that stuff.
Okay, so obviously you have your start deck or trial deck that's going to be the Bermuda Mermaid one themes, and then there's also a War Beast theme that is based on its mechanic is about singing songs and skills based on that.
Cat girls.
Next one is Humans, whose ability is based on battling with two different precious stones.
Ooh, my precious.
The next one is a Dragon race theme, which is based on gathering 5 friends together. So it's about filling up your board with different units. Sounds like Bermuda.
Friendship is magic.
The next one is going to be a Vampire theme, and this one's red line is based on attacking with summon fellow ghosts.
Ooh, spooky soup. More likely tokens.
Yes.
That's my instincts.
Ghost tokens. And then the next one is going to be Celestials, which it's based on changing its abilities depending on the grades in your bind zone.
Are you an edgelord and you need a waifu? Well, we got the one right for you. You can fit so much edge into this thing.
And then lastly, the Bermuda theme is honestly be about returning rear guards to your hand and then calling them again, the old school Bermuda kind of play style.
The duo, the melody,
yes,
the boing splash, the good stuff.
Exactly. And with that, that's been about it. It's nothing really more to really cover.
Yeah, that's a lot of coverage done.
Yep. But if you like this video, please leave a like, share with your friends, comment down below, and what do you like? And tell us down below and what your thoughts are, and also subscribe to get notified. And otherwise, follow us on Facebook, join our Discord, and watch us on Twitch. But with that, I've been Alex.
I've been Lon.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Woo! Hold on. Take 2. Woo!
Yeah, Philip does that at the end of every video almost. So.
Oh wait. Yeah.
There's like 3 back here. Oh, the camera's done. Oh wait, are we
still recording? Yeah.
Oh sweet, we're recording.
It's bloopers. Okay.